Hi, my name is Giselle Ramirez, and I am a counselor for the LA College Promise program. As you transition into your second year of college, it is important that you begin to think about where you want to transfer and all the requirements needed to get to that four-year institution. You have just explored universities that you might want to transfer to, so now we'll talk about how to prepare yourself to successfully transfer. In this presentation, we'll focus on transferring to CSUs or UCs and the requirements needed to transfer. If you're interested in transferring to an out-of-state or private university like USC, it is best to talk to your counselor as they have very specific requirements. So what are the transfer requirements? So the general requirements to transfer to a four-year institutions are that you need 60 transferable units. You need a minimum GPA of a 2.0 for a CSU and a 2.5 for a UC. GPA varies for out of states and independent universities. You need major preparation, you need general education, and you must select a major. And it is highly recommended that you complete that coursework in preparation for the major to be completed for transfer. Like you see in the chart below, your transfer requirement preparation will consist of three parts. Again, your general education, which will be the CalGETC, your major preparation, which you'll find on assist.org and we'll go over later in the presentation, and then electives. You only need electives if your major prep and GE do not add up to 60 transferable units. So what is CalGETC? So starting in fall of 2025, the California Community College System began using CalGETC as a new transfer pathway designed to make transfer to a four-year institution easier. CalGETC replaces the CSU GE and a GETC that was once a common general education pattern that were accepted to the CSU and UC systems. So you might have heard of it before, but if you're starting after fall of 2025, then you will have to follow the CalGETC general education. Again, we don't expect you to know the information now. It will something that you learn along the way with your counselor. Um, for first generation college students, CalGETC helps simplify the transfer process by providing a clear roadmap, reducing confusion about course requirements, and making it easier to stay on track toward the bachelor degrees. So within the California State University system, so in California, there are over 20 Cal States all across the state of California. Some of the minimum CSU requirements are that you have 60 transferable units, again, minimum 2.0 GPA for a CSU. That's the minimum, but each university will have their specific GPA requirements along with major requirements. You will need to have completed your Golden Four, which would be like your English C 1000, previously known as English 101, your critical thinking, public speaking, and your transfer level math according to your major, and then major prep courses that we will find on assist.org. Now, for the UC system, again, it gets to be 60 transferable units, a minimum of a 2.5 GPA for UCs. You'll need your English E 1000, critical thinking, public speaking, transfer level math, and major prep courses, along with your foreign language. The foreign language can be met by 2 years of high school foreign language with a C or better, or the foreign language AP score, as well as a college level, second level foreign language class. If you're not sure if you met the requirements, and again, want to make an appointment with your counselor to go over those requirements. So what is major preparation? So major preparation are the required courses that must be completed in order to be eligible to apply to that specific major or program within the UC, CSU, and private universities. Major prep could be found on assist.org, or if you're following an associate's degree for transfer, a lot of universities do align with the associate's degree for transfer requirements. So in this example, we're using assist.org. Again, once you go onto the website, you're going to make sure you click on the current academic year. If it's not updated, we want to double check. So in this example, we're doing Los Angeles City College and transferring to UCLA. We've typed in the major, and it'll be a bachelor's in history. And then to the third picture, the important major information, you want to make sure that you go over the important major information because it'll give you an insight of what is strongly recommended for the institution to make sure that you make yourself a competitive applicant. In this example, to be considered for the major, they want you to complete the following courses by the spring semester before your transfer. So you want to pick two courses from these different subgroups within the history discipline. And again, completion of three courses is strongly recommended. So these kind of keywords that stand out to us, meaning like if you have three courses versus two, then they will consider you a stronger applicant. In our example number two, we have again Los Angeles Pierce College, where students want to transfer to Cal State Long Beach as a biology major. So again, really important that you're always looking at the agreement information as well as important admission information. At Cal State Long Beach, they're saying that all majors are impacted. So as a result, they want students to complete all the coursework and series of major specific preparation within the same institution and make sure that they meet GPA requirements. So Cal State Long Beach is a CSU, and even though the minimum requirement is a 2.0, because their majors are impacted, they may have a higher requirement. And they'll have additional links for you for support to get more information. Again, this just serves as a guide to help make sure that you have all the information that you need to prepare your transfer. But we always encourage you to schedule an appointment with the counselor every single semester to make sure that you are on top of all the coursework in case things change. Keep in mind that assist.org does not replace meeting with the counselor, so it's highly encouraged that you verify these classes and meet with the counselor or transfer center every single semester. Thank you. Again, we hope you found this information useful, and we look forward to supporting you along the way.